YouTube, Smooth the Trucker. How's it going, you guys? Enjoying some home time this weekend? Gonna give you guys a little bit of a warning. This video I'm gonna be talking about today is gonna be a little bit of a nasty video. It's gonna be exposing some of the disgusting sides of the trucking industry. So those of you that have a sensitive stomach, and you might wanna tune out for this video here. Being a trucker, it's no secret, an OTR trucker, we experience a lot of nasty, disgusting things on the road. Those of you who know my story, I've been a semi-truck driver, mostly OTR companies for the last 2.5 years now. And going back to my first company for May Trucking, I remember during the first 6 months of me driving semi-trucks, I experienced a lot of nasty things. I'll tell you guys a little story of something that really was pretty gross that happened to me. I remember I was making a delivery up in Los Angeles. This is one of my deliveries when I was up in Los Angeles, and I think my delivery time was at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. So I ended up making it to the receiver probably around 11, 12 o'clock midnight. So I had about a 4 or 5 hour window before I had to make my delivery. And I was parked in a pretty ghetto part of Los Angeles. It was in this alleyway I was parked at, and it was a little sketchy, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little creepy in this area. I remember seeing all these spooky scenes, and there was these homeless people living in a field right next to the alleyway that I was parked in for those 5 hours. And it was crazy. I remember listening to these homeless people. They were screaming at the top of their lungs, and they were crying. I don't know if they were on drugs or what was happening, but they were having an awful time, and it was kind of scary, you guys. It smelled terrible. You can tell that they were relieving themselves, pooping and crapping, you know, right in that field. They were pretty much had tents set up, and they were living down there. And you know, these weren't just your average homeless people. You could tell they were on something. They were definitely on some sort of stimulants, because they were screaming and crying and running around in my truck all night long. It was kind of a sketchy situation. And I think about 3 o'clock in the morning, I ended up having like a burrito or something the day before, and it was just not sitting well in my stomach. So I decided I had to go relieve myself. I had to go take a number 2. And I left my truck at about 2:30 in the morning. I was looking over at the homeless people. Thank goodness they were over in their field. They weren't really, you know, bothering me or anything. So I made a little escape. I locked up the door, and I kind of started walking around looking for a bathroom somewhere. I went from store to store, different areas, looking for a restroom to use. And there was no restroom, you guys. There was nothing anywhere. Every single shop, every little CVS, little store nearby, everything was closed, because it was about 2:30 in the morning and no place was open. So Smooth here, I desperately had to go. Those of you, you know how it is when you eat something, and those of you that go drive semi-trucks, you know what I'm talking about. When it sits bad in your stomach, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So I ended up going next to this field. I was looking for these homeless people. Luckily, they had their backs towards me, and Smooth here, I had to do what I had to do. I just dropped my pants and dropped one right behind my semi-truck, and there was like some leaves laying next to the back of the trailer. I had to use that to wipe myself off and call it a night. But yeah, stuff like that happens all the time when you're driving semi-trucks, you guys. Like obviously, I think in the morning I ended up packing it up in a bag and disposing of it. I didn't just leave it there, but when you gotta go, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up some pictures here, some nasty truckers. A lot of truckers, you know, when they gotta go to the bathroom, they just whip it out. They whip it out and they will take a pee right in public. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, when you're sitting in the fuel islands, you can see these truckers, they have their backs facing towards you. Usually they will try to go in a little crevice between the back of the semi-truck and the trailer. That's usually the go-to relieving yourself spot when you're driving semi-trucks, when you can't make it to the bathroom in time and you really got to take a number 1. Another really gross story I'll go ahead and tell you guys right now. This happened about just in the last 6 months of me and my current company driving here for V&G Optimum Freight, who has semi-trucks leased onto FedEx ground. I was stopped at a Pilot truck stop near Tucson, Arizona. And it was this foreign guy. I'm not sure if he was, he wasn't American. He definitely didn't speak very good English at all. And I was looking at him, and you know, this guy, he had no couth whatsoever. I was looking at him, and all of a sudden, he's looking right back at me, and he drops his pants, facing, not even like trying to be secretive about it. He drops his pants right in front of his semi-truck, facing the whole entire truck stop, just completely exposed, not even trying to hide himself or anything, just whipping it out right there in public for everybody to see. And I couldn't believe it. I was tempted to take out my phone and see if I could record this guy, because I've never seen anyone just whip it out, you know, not even trying to be low-key about it or anything, just whips it out, and everybody can see what this guy's doing. He's not hiding himself at all whatsoever. And this security guard from Pilot comes walking over and says, "Sir, you got to put that away. What are you doing? What are you doing?" And this foreign guy, I couldn't believe it. He has his stream is just steadily going out, and he has no whatsoever is he going to stop this stream. He's going to completely finish before he's going to pinch it off and call it good. And this security guy is yelling at him saying, "Sir, you got to put that away. I'm going to call the cops." And you know, this guy for about 30-40 seconds is just letting that stream come out, and he has no couth whatsoever. And I wish I would have got a clip of it, but I probably wouldn't be able to show it here on YouTube. I probably would have got banned. But this guy was probably one of the nastiest guys I have ever seen in my 2.5 years of driving semi-trucks out here. Those of you who know, truck stops can be extremely disgusting. These truck stops, people take their trash, they throw it in the trash can. You know, we have trash cans in the truck stops, you guys. Those of you guys that can't make it to a trash can, you know, just put it in a bag, do what you got to do. You know, if you have trouble walking, I know how it is. Sometimes it's hard, you know, being in good shape when you're a semi-truck driver. Sometimes it hurts walking long distances to the bathroom, but that's not an excuse, you guys. We got to keep these truck stops clean, because they are pretty nasty out there, pretty nasty. You know, these truckers, they'll poo and they pee right in public out in the truck stop. They'll leave the trash at the truck stop. And it's up to us, you guys. It's up to us to set a better example and to let the world know that truckers can actually be couth people. We don't have to be these disgusting truck drivers that a lot of society views us as. So let's change the example and let's be a positive influence to the world, you guys. Having said that, trucking is one of the best well-kept secrets. I keep telling you guys time and time again. Those of you guys that are thinking about getting your CDL, highly recommend it. You know, once you get your CDL, you're able to make really good money. My company now for V&G Optimum Freight, making great money here right now, you guys. On average, we make $2,000 per week net, $80,000 plus per week gross. My contractor is hiring, team driving, coming out of Southern California, usually go down to the East Coast and back, 5 days out, 2 days home. Those of you that are interested in a great driving opportunity, want to make a lot of money and get ahead in life, go ahead and call this number down below. I'll leave my contact. My contact, Gert, is my main contractor. His number is 909-222-9414. If he doesn't answer, he's been a little busy, you guys. You can also call Viola. Her number is 949-303-9890. My contractor's hiring. Great job, great opportunity. Have the potential of making 6 figures a year if you're a hustler and you are willing to stay on the grind and keep working, you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know down below, those of you who have seen truck stops or you're a trucker and you've seen some nasty stuff. Comment down below. I want to hear your stories of disgusting experiences, whether it was you or somebody else on the road. Let's try to change the stigma, though, you guys. Let's try to set a good example to the trucking community and be couth people, you guys. Hope this video was entertaining. Until the next video, Smooth the Trucker. Out for now. You.